Welcome, everyone, to the January. Oh, Zig, are you recording? Yes, okay. Welcome, everyone, to the January 22nd episode of Thalmor Radio. I am your host, Thalmor. Got not too much to talk about. Got a couple things on my mind. It's been a slow week in politics and war. Not too much has happened. But I got my list. Kratos just pinged me in a video with a TikTok thought. I'm watching the GIF to see if it's interesting. So far, it's just a thirst trap. Yeah, there's nothing. It was nothing. I have spent much time on TikTok watching thoughts dance to different rap songs. It has been a good time, but now is the time to focus. There's a time to watch thirst traps on TikTok, and there's a time to discuss the serious topics of the week. And right now, it is time to discuss the serious topics of the week.
Can we discuss a serious topic really quickly?
Of course, Sig. What's up?
What do you watch on TikTok that's
I
so
just go.
enthralling?
I just go through my. It's called the For You page, I think, and it's just videos queued up that TikTok thinks you'd be interested in. And for me, it varies wildly. Sometimes it's like a horror thing, sometimes it's a comedy skit, sometimes it's a cool, interesting thing, and sometimes it's some white girl shaking her ass to some rap song. It's kind of all over the place.
Are the thoughts all like that?
Say again?
Are the TikTok thoughts all like that?
TikTok, I am actually surprised by how many videos there are on TikTok of just girls just showing their ass. It's a lot. It's tens of millions of videos.
And they're all teenagers, right? I don't plan on going there. I just I
Nah,
just imagine I just have a bad imagination of what TikTok is, entirely exploiting underage women.
I haven't seen many underage girls do anything inappropriate on TikTok. Mostly it's like college age girls in their 30s and stuff. The underage girls get reported and their accounts get deleted. Um, Softcore porn site. I don't know about that one. Anything that's too lewd also will get yanked off the platform. Um, so yes, there's the itinerary. Thank you, Zig. So I I haven't had a drink since November. Uh, and I heard about this bourbon called 1792 and how it won a reward last year. And someone I know said it was really good. So Wednesday, the day of the inauguration, and of course we're all riding with Biden here. I got some alcohol. I went to the local liquor store, a very high, like a classy one, and I picked up some 1792. I picked up a 200 milliliter bottle of Woodford Reserve because that's my favorite. I also picked up a little bottle of Sky vodka because I like vodka pretty well. And I also got two beers, two singles that I want to try. Let me go ahead and post. I took a picture of my little haul. Let me post it here. When will it upload? Okay, it'll upload in a few minutes. I'll wait for it. It's a nice picture. My favorite Catholic geek girl. Oh, will this picture upload? Yeah, it will. I'll just gotta be a little patient with. Yeah. I was lagging a bit because I was uploading the picture and the connection could not handle this already strained connection could not handle talking and the picture uploading. But there's the picture. There's my haul. Got the Woodford Reserve on the right, 1792 kind of there in the middle, the Sky Vodka in the actual middle, and then the two singles I got. Now here's the thing: I hate beer. First off, I don't drink a whole lot anyways. I stay away from alcohol for the most part. But I did pick up two singles. One was Guinness, which is like the Irish beer, and I also got this other thing called Teca something, and it's actually
It's
a Mexican
Tecate.
beer. Tecate. Thank you,
Yes,
Shifty.
it's named after the Tecate region in Mexico. It is an awful beer. If you're gonna go for Mexican, go for Modelo, Bohemia, or Pacifico. Those are the ones I would recommend. You can also try Modelo Negro if you like Vienna lagers, or I would say go with God, what's a thing called Victoria? Those are the ones that are decent. Everything else is gonna be really metallic tasting and awful.
Okay, everyone DM me the beers I should try. Cause I cannot my memory's bad because I'm dumb. I got 70 IQ. I can't remember all these names, but I will try them.
Oh my god, I have like a list of all these German beers you should try, Czech beers, and yeah, American craft. Like I have one right now, Hammy Light. It is one of the best beers.
All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Which I don't like. I tried a non-alcoholic beer, and I thought it was too bitter, and I didn't like it. But I also fell in love with, of course, bourbon and vodka. So maybe it's just what I've tried hasn't been the best. So I will broaden my horizons, just like how a sorority girl will travel to the other side of the country and get fucked by 30 frat guys to broaden her horizons. I would try different beers to broaden my horizons. All right. So that was an alcohol. I've already drunk like half the Woodford Reserve, maybe a fifth of the 1792. I'll just throughout the day, especially after I eat, I'll just have a shot. It's just good stuff. I like it. Um,
Yeah, your liquor choice right now is pretty much solid. I'm not gonna criticize that. The beer choice, though, man, we need to fix you up, fam.
beer is definitely where I'm at my weakest.
How are you with wine?
Don't like wine, which I've only had barefoot. So again, I'm limited
Ah,
there.
yeah, barefoot's like California. Just you could just get it off the rack. Is it that it's not sweet enough, too sweet, or you need it to be more tart or sour or drier?
It had that bitter, shitty taste that the beer had it that I tried.
Okay, try a white zinf. White zinf, or sorry, excuse me, pink zinf is going to be what you'll probably end up liking as your starter. Go from pink zinf, port wine, and sherry wine. If you don't like those, then maybe try some of the lighter merlots, a little easier. You're probably going to start growing a taste for them, getting fucked up on them.
Gotcha. Thank you, Shifty. I'll keep that in mind next time I go to my local liquor store. Um, so that's an alcohol haul. Um, I have a problem I want to discuss, and it's not my alcoholism. I'm not an alcoholic yet. My problem is that I love Dragon Ball, right? I love Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Super. Not as much as I used to when I watched Dragon Ball Super back in like 2018. But I like Dragon Ball, right? And I'm pretty open about how much I love Dragon Ball. The problem is that there are people in this game who hate weebs, and I get it. I actually get it. But I get lumped in as a weeb because I like Dragon Ball, and that's just enough. I like Dragon Ball Z abridged as well. Although I really wish Team Four Star would have handled it better with like, okay, Team Four Star, they've teased the BoJack movie for years, and then they finally made a video a year later that said, okay, episode 60. Oh, season
What
4
did
was
Team
coming
Four Star
soon, and
do?
then they just canceled it. I think that was nonsense. They've been teasing the BoJack movie for years, and then they finally said it's never going to happen. And then at the end of episode 60, like post credits, they said, "Hey, see you for season 4." And then they finally made a video a year later that said, "Okay, done with the bridge, it's over." And I think that was pretty bad. I think they shouldn't have announced it unless they were committed to it. Uh, but people pick on me for being a weeb because I like Dragon Ball, and that's annoying. I understand disliking weebs. Okay, there are some very cringe weebs out there. Not too many in the game that I know of, but they do exist, and then I understand the resentment. But I'm not a weeb. I like Dragon Ball. I like even Gale. Everything I like is pretty mainstream and not cringe. But that's okay. This is a minor. It's not a big deal. There's also a lot of anti-weeb discrimination in KT, but it's okay. It's whatever. Evangelion cos. There's a lot of great Evangelion cosplay. The last arc of Super Avatar. Why would you watch the last arc of Super and then skip the rest of it? I agree that the Tournament of Power is really good, but like I don't know. That's okay though. Yeah, there was some bad animation in the early arcs. Yeah, there was. If you go far down enough the anime hole, you'll find some weird shit. Okay, this is something. So I think everyone kind of agrees that loli is bullshit, right? Loli stuff. There's this guy. I don't know him, but I frequent his website. His name is Joshua Moon, and he runs the Kiwi Farms. And he was a mod or an admin of 8chan for a while. And then last year he tried his own image board, but I think sold it and walked away from it. And he says that like the same people who would advocate loli stuff would be the same people who would post child porn to troll. And so I think that loli stuff, I think it goes down a pretty dark path. So stay away from the loli. The loli will get you thrown in prison. So don't do it.
I will say an unpopular opinion. These are completely real life 3D girls, but I think when chicks dress up like anime girls, it's great.
Yeah, I've seen some really good cosplay. I can agree to that. All right, so itinerary, please, Zig. Thank you for helping me. You are the greatest. Let's see here. This isn't 9 p.m., Thalmor. What the fuck? Unsubscribed. It is not 9 o'clock when I usually do the show. It is 6. And here's why. This has been in the plans for like a month now, but Historia and Phoenyx have been wanting to do a news thing, and they wanted to be on as guests. And I agreed to have them on after Horsecock, but things kept getting delayed with Horse. But finally, I can have them on. However, Historia is in Europe, so 9 p.m. is too late for them. And so they said, "How about 6?" And I said, "Sure, I'll do 6." So that's why the show is late. Is Historia even here, though? I do not see them. I moved the show to accommodate them, and they couldn't even show up. Wow. Oh. Oh. Okay. Phoenyx has said Historia is just bad. That is actually frustrating. But that's okay. I can still have you on, Phoenyx. So this is still salvageable. I just wish Historia would have been here, but that's okay. That's okay. This can still work. So that's why the show is at 6, to accommodate a person who can even be bothered to show up. But that's fine. Next topic. Piles of bodies. So, is the Purge channel still up, or did I archive it? I think I archived it. Yeah, it's archived. So there were 200 people in this Discord, and now it's down to like 120. Just like in September when I first took over the server, I purged a lot of people. I committed a second purge. I committed a second genocide, and like half the server was kicked. And the people who were spared, I gave a special role, and it was really nice. It was called... Can I ping you? It was called the Blood on Doorpost, and I gave it a nice red color. And it's actually a biblical reference. When the Jews were enslaved by the Egyptians, God told Moses, "Okay, I'm going to send the angel of death to claim the firstborn of the Egyptians. Have my people slay whatever, and then put the blood on the doorposts." And that's how the angel of death knew to avoid the Jewish households. And so all those who were spared the second Thalmoria purge received blood on doorposts. And that's why some people had red names for 2 days there earlier in the week. Vero, you just have to watch the recording. So, that's what happened. So congrats to those who survived, if you're still here. If you're not still here, you shouldn't be able to hear this unless you rejoined, but there you go. There were some people who I kicked who never even typed a message in the server, so I'm not even sure what they were here for. That's okay.
They were Western spies.
They probably
I'm
were.
unmuted. Oh, how nice.
What's up, James?
Thalmor, how do you feel being a part of an alliance that has furthered the quack hegemony?
I disagree with the very premise. I do not think we're part of Quack.
You do? Really? I would love to hear your explanation.
We didn't leave one group that commits dog piles to join another group who is equally capable of doing such a thing.
That's your entire response?
As someone who knows nothing of politics and only what I think KT tries to do, yeah.
Wait, do you actually want me to believe that you know nothing about politics?
I know pretty
Because
little.
I know better. I know better.
I know pretty little.
You know more than you like to let on. Also, that's a very disturbing picture, Patrick. You should not post that. That's gross.
Can I add to this?
Hey man,
No.
sometimes
Okay.
you gotta stuff the bird.
So
And
earlier,
Shifty, thank you as always. You are. Who's talking?
I think Zig was going to say something, but
I'm
then he
about
cut
to
out.
say
Zig,
something.
hello?
Oh, that is Zig.
I'm
His
about to
voice is
zig.
very high pitched. Okay.
Yeah. You call me high pitched? I don't care. Earlier today, I think it was either today or yesterday in Ron, there was definitely a argument between TS, Gov, and Horsecock because they got really mad that two of the high Gov in KT, proxy hit TS. And apparently they are banned from Quack channels.
Okay, but aren't they also banned from the game?
No. KT is banned from Quack channels. Like, Horsecock is banned from Quack.
Oh, so are you saying that KT and by in essence KECC or whatever the hell the abbreviation is called is part of Quack?
I'm saying that I think they were technically,
Just say
but
yes. It's
I
much
don't
simpler.
think KT is part of Quack. They just have allies.
So yes.
I mean,
Okay. Thank you.
I thought that I don't get allowed to see KT Gov stuff because I'm not trusted anywhere I go. But that being said, Thea would be the best tie back to the Syndicate, and yeah, I mean, there's I as far as them being banned from Quack, I can totally see that. But I thought the one that they got banned from was God, what the fuck is that last block that we're in? Hedge money.
We left
50, allow me to just say that if you were not trusted by everybody, we wouldn't have such great forum posts sharing such intimate details from you. So keep up the good work, bro. It's great.
Now give me leaks of the people you hate.
Absolutely not. I will not be Boyce. No, thank you.
Come on, you can drop some stuff on.
Oh, I have a lot of
yeah.
stuff, but guess what? I'm not Boyce, so I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll keep you in mind if I ever decide to go that route.
I'll mail you a pizza or a Philly cheesesteak.
Okay, I'm not from that part of New Jersey, so I would not like a Philly cheesesteak. A pizza, okay, not a Philly cheesesteak. That's
Okay,
very
fine.
insulting.
A meatball sub.
That's also very insulting and stereotypical.
Sorry, I'm quiet. I had to go back inside and clean my nose and charge it and put my external battery in because my phone battery is dying really quick. It went down from 17% to 8% in like 6 minutes.
All right, a
That's what
pastrami
happens
sub.
in the cold.
Yeah, I hope the external battery is good enough to preserve it until I decide to end the show in an hour and a half or whatever. We'll see. But yeah, I do not think KT is a part of Quack. I mean, you can argue. I understand. Kev came on my show pardon me if I cut out here. Kev came onto my show a couple weeks ago. Just popped in real quick, and it was very good to have him. But he was like, "Oh, aren't you guys just part of Quack now?" And I said, "No, I don't think we were." But I understand why people would think that. And honestly, I don't think it's worth arguing about, because the people who would think that, they're going to think that kind of no matter what. But we're not part of Quack. The Syndicate is protected by the company is protected by the Syndicate, but there is no working relationship there. And so,
Do you expect me to believe that?
Not really. No, you're free to believe whatever you want, but that's how I think it is.
No, but I'm asking you, should I believe that it's totally independent, or should I not believe what my common sense says to believe?
I think you can believe whatever the hell you want, James. Like, you can believe what you want, and I understand why you would think that we were part of Quack, but we're not. And if you want to think that we are, I understand why you would think that. I'm not going to argue with you about it, but we're not part of Quack.
Okay, I respect you standing by your guns. Very respectable.
Yeah, I try to be honest. It's easier to be honest than not.
I am
Especially 'cause
totally
I'm
not
lying.
my loss of rank in this server, for the record. Totally not.
Oh, this is what brought this on, because
Yeah,
you lost
totally,
Thalmor.
totally.
I get it.
Screw you, bro.
I get it now.
I got
The
things for
veil
you.
has been torn.
That was too easy.
All right. I got sidetracked by that. James, you messed up my thought process.
Yes, I win.
Oh yeah, so I purged the Discord. I also updated a rule. This server does have rules. I just never enforce them because no one really breaks them. But the new rule is don't go into archive channels and shit them up. Leave them alone. Which I trust most of you will do. I think I also cleaned up some here and there. But there were not any big changes, just little ones. I also removed the presidential election channels, because we're past that now, and replaced them with a general chat one and a politics and real life chat one. So I hope things are now really clean and organized, and we'll see how that goes. And I made a really nice meme about Purge, and let me see if I can find it. I probably can't. I don't think I downloaded it. No, I didn't download it. That's okay though. Actually, I'll just pull it up. Fuck it. So congrats to those who survived the Purge. You did a good job remaining active here. The best way to avoid a purge, if you don't want to be purged, is to just stay active, basically. Keep talking.
Okay, I'm back. How do I get my roll back?
You want Thalmor back, James?
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to remain active. Keep coming to show after show after show.
You're such a hard ass.
I can really stay. Yeah, well, but here's the thing: if I give out Thalmorph, Thalmorph is for the most dedicated fans. If I give it out like candy, it loses its meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Excuse me, have I not always been here? I might not have said something, but I am here.
But you don't show up to the shows. You don't type here a whole lot. Now, you're back here now for several months.
I don't go to church that often.
Have you been here? And you said, yeah, you're right.
I don't go to church that often. Does that mean I not believe in God because I don't have to go to a building to communicate with him?
Well, not particularly, but that's still different. I would say if you weren't going to church, you're probably not that dedicated of a Christian.
I wear my cross every day. Thank you very much.
And that's very good.
That's just being Italian.
And so, yeah, you're a Christian. In the context of Thalmoria, you're still a Thalmorite, but you're not a Thalmorph.
See, it's great because whoever unmuted me left me unmuted, so now I can just poke you, and this is fantastic.
I did that. I
You're a
always like
great
unmuting
man.
people.
You're a great man.
I do it just in case someone leaves their mic on and they're like, oh, I'm just safely muted, and then we get to hear what they're doing in the background.
This will be a legendary episode because I have remained unmuted and I will bother Thalmor all episode with philosophical questions.
I could mute you myself.
That's the easy way out.
That is the easy way out. So here's what I'll do. I'll leave it up to the audience. So audience, do you want James to poke and prod me for the rest of the show until we get to Phoenyx? Or do you want him muted? Press 1 to leave him unmuted. Press 2 to mute him.
My whole thing is, if you can answer this question for me, do dogs in other countries bark in different accents?
Easy.
Okay, that's enough, guys. I think it's about split. I think there's an equal number of people who want him muted and unmuted.
So, Thalmor, can you handle the challenge?
Sure.
Okay, Thalmor thinks he can handle it. Let's hope a snake doesn't jump out or he doesn't have to go to the bathroom.
Thankfully, it's probably, 30, 40 degrees? Ain't no snakes out here. Alright, so, let's see here.
If you poo your pants, it's just as good.
Yeah, today's topic. Sig, post the itinerary one more time for Mr. Krampus here, and also so I can get my thoughts back on track.
Wait, why would he pee his pants?
You don't pee your pants?
You weren't here.
No, I mean, you're in the wilderness. Everywhere.
You don't get to know.
Everywhere. You can pee anywhere if you're outside in the wilderness.
That is true. I think they don't have to pee. All right. So
Or if you're a badass,
final
you can,
internal. There's the final internal, which is bonus episode tomorrow at the Orbis Report. So Borg has asked me to do a new bonus show tomorrow. It will be at the Orbis Report, which is another news server. I will have Borg on to voice chat a little bit. Anything I don't talk about tonight, I'll probably talk about there. And it will be at 9 o'clock, the usual time. I was given an invite. I'll go ahead and post it here. So come on out tomorrow at the Orbis Report and let's have another good time.
How many alarms are you going to set for it?
I do a pretty good time doing the show on time without alarms. So probably none.
In that case, what will you give everybody if you miss the start time?
If I miss the start time, it's fine, because it's okay for me to be fashionably late. Is this the best you can do, James? I leave you unmuted, and all you got is, oh, what if you missed 9 o'clock? What if you missed 9 o'clock? What if you're 5 minutes late to work?
Don't get me started.
All right, so politics another time. Syndicate shuffles.
Garbage response.
History being 25 minutes. That's great. So, in the Syndicate, there's been some shuffling. Partisan is gone. He has resigned again. I believe, is he going to remain in the Syndicate? I imagine to remain in the Syndicate.
3-1 says he's not actually retired and he's just pulling the strings from the shadows.
Yeah, big FA names, even when they retire, they don't actually retire. So I imagine there's still going to be some influence there from him.
Like Thalmor saying he's retired. I got you there, you fuck.
Sure, I'll concede that one. Adrian, yeah, like Adrian's a good example of this. When I had her as a guest, I was like, "Oh, what do you think of peace talks?" And she was like, "I know nothing about peace talks." And it's like, "Okay, yeah, I'm sure you don't, girl."
Tell us more.
I don't got much else to say. There was also some other people who are leaving Gov, and now it's Justin, Shiho, and two other people I can't remember. Which I think is a fine lineup. Shiho and Justin are great government people. I think they pretty much can run any department by themselves if they wanted. So with both of them working together, that's a good combination. I know last week Horsecock complained that he thought like the Syndicate went to shit or something, and I'm not sure if I agree. I I would trust any boat that Shiho and Justin were running together, especially because I'm pretty sure they get along pretty well because they've been in the same alliance for a while. First
I
in the Golden
totally
Horde, and now
think.
the Syndicate.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I totally think you should unmute Yang because he got banned this week, so he should be able to talk and maybe say goodbye or just say whatever he wants because he's gone. So unmute him.
That's a good idea. I'll have him talk here in a minute.
Yang didn't do it, man. If the glove don't fit, it ain't it.
Shifty did it. Shifty for the win.
Gangster rap made me do it.
Shut up, Zig. Nobody cares.
I don't know if it's fair to say the Syndicate and KT hate each other. I don't know if that's the case. Yeah, the stuff with Yang has hurt it, but I've only seen Partisan really bitching, so I don't really know.
Hey, what happened to Borhan? I've seen he's lurking around now. Is he back or is he pseudo retired?
I think he's pseudo retired. I think he's back, just quiet.
We should make like a whole thread dedicated to him and like posting what he's been saying in back channels just to be like, yo, we know you're there. Don't hide from us.
I remember years ago he said when he quit he's gonna like post this big folder of stuff, and he never did, and that kind of sucked. But that's okay. Maybe he will sometime. What else is there? Because TS took TKR away from KT. Oh, okay, it's a shit post. I was really confused there for a minute. So that's all I got to say about the Syndicate. There were some people going back and forth there. Free my homie Yang. So there was some drama. When was this? Was this also on Wednesday or was it Tuesday? Yang, when did you get shot? Was it Tuesday or Wednesday? I know it was this week, but I'm trying to remember what day it was. It was a Monday? Wow. Okay. So this was like 6 o'clock Eastern. I don't know the full story. Famous had a bot, and Yang somehow using the bot or using information from the bot was able to get the login details of a chocolate castle nation, logged into that nation like an absolute retard, and then attacked the Syndicate members like a double retard. And he got banned for it really quickly. Alex panicked, made a Google Doc, told people, change your passwords, hide your money. And that's kind of been it. Yang made a goodbye thread. It was very tearful. It got like 50 upvotes. 2 pages of people telling Yang how much we love him, and we do love him.
Yang is unmuted. Unmute Yang now.
I concur. Unmute Yang.
I am highly resistant to the idea that the bot somehow hacked him. The guy
Shut the
was
fuck up and
Clearly,
unmute
the solution
Yang.
is starting to remove all the
Bro,
bots.
I'm trying to talk here. All right, so what I'm saying is the dude wasn't asked to give his login info. Damus wanted the message title and the text of what's going to be in it, and instead that dude handed out his email, he handed out his password, his API key, and then all the other stuff too. He wasn't asked for any of it by Damus. He didn't need any of that. The guy just willingly handed it over, which is why I disagree about the whole hacking thing. That dude had it coming in a way. Well, that's a bad phrasing, but
Why don't you just use your VPN and like?
because I fucked it up, Shifty. I did use a VPN.
Then how they find out it's you?
Because fucking someone sent me a link and I opened it without turning off the VPN, and then it registered on my nation also.
Then Then you should have just said the person hacked you too.
Well, shit, it's too late for that, isn't it?
See, this is why I told you needed me as your PR manager. I can get out of anything.
You should have told me this on Monday while I was doing it.
Yeah,
I
you do this intentionally so that you would get banned.
I will admit I wanted to be in the running for most missed of 2021.
See, if I was your PR
What do you
manager, I
mean?
could have had
It's
you
9
break into
months
Alex
down the road.
home.
How can you want to be in the running for that?
Hold on. Vera, what do you want to leak?
No, fuck that guy.
What screenshot is
That's
this?
that's
Does not appear to have any information associated with it. That link is broken. What the fuck?
It leads to nothing, Vera.
What a
No, now he has all of your login
Fuck is
information.
right.
Yeah. I clicked on the link, but it doesn't matter.
oh
I'm
no.
squeaky clean in game.
File is
You're all
broken.
fucked.
That link
Alright,
doesn't
Vera,
work
fuck
either.
this
What the
place.
fuck, bro?
Just mute Vero until he's like figures something out normally. We're bad at this.
You suck, bro. Get over yourself.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That
There we
dude
go.
sent out all his information without being asked any of that. I'm pretty sure he changed all of it. Maybe not his API, but he wasn't asked.
Who
for
is
his
Spooky
login.
Brad? Who is that?
That's the dude's account that I used to attack TS.
Oh, so that's your alter. So that's you.
Yes, that's my multi.
Oh, so you had a multi-account in the game. That's pretty fucked up.
Sure. No,
Well,
I didn't have. I didn't have to multi. I
That's
just used
terrible,
the
bro.
login
What do you
info.
mean? Sure,
Dude, we
come
could have done so
on.
much stuff with this.
No, I just used that dude's login info that he gave to Thamus.
Oh goodness, you guys! Why would you do that? Don't
don't
you
know.
like this game?
Well, it gets boring and it's a fucking 4-month blanket nap and I can't do any attacks or wars.
What do you mean? All you have to do is
Now you
slide
have
to
a
Mythic,
permanent
which is the
nap.
extension of Eclipse, and you're good to go.
Wait,
Well, if
see,
you had
here's
told
another
me-
mistake you made too.
I mean, yeah, at that point it's too late. I already had like infra and stuff, and it wasn't like worth losing again. Then I
See,
got
you should've-
bored.
I wonder
You
how
should've
many
never
people
gone on
realize
BT.
what I just said.
What'd you say, James?
Why? Did you miss what I just said too?
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I actually missed it.
I don't know. You were just talking like you understood what I said. Are you high?
No, did you? I thought you said something else afterwards, James.
Have you put in for a ban appeal?
No, I have not yet.
How about for a banana peel?
No, my ban appeal is coming in like a month, maybe more.
We should have a Nintendo 64 Mario 64 tournament to determine the outcome.
That requires me to understand Nintendo 64, and I haven't played that at all.
What are you, like 12?
Actually, yes, I'm 15.
Wow, that's horrifying.
It is. I know.
Really?
So here's the real question I gotta ask. Yang,
50.
what's it like being a criminal?
2021.
Sorry, what'd you say,
What the
Thalmor?
fuck?
What's it like being a criminal?
Yes, I am. According to some people, I'm a federal criminal now. According to some people, quote unquote.
I would just like to say I am easily the biggest non-Yang fan here, and him getting banned is an absolute joke.
I'm
50. Thalesser Falcourt said, Daddy, please poke me there.
And you know what? I hope you get banned just for that.
yes,
What
yes.
the
Thank you, Thalmor. Yes, that quote. What about how KT and his friends want to back a federal criminal is no surprise. Yeah, that one genuinely made me laugh. I genuinely okay. I really want to see them try like take me to like an actual court and get me sentenced IRL for something I did in a video game. I really want to see them do that if they really think I'm a criminal.
That
If they're
would be
here-
pretty
that?
spectacular.
Is that Lassie? All right, whoever's friends with
Chocolate
me, like,
Castle is awful.
I challenge you to like sentence me or like attempt to sentence me.
You're
in a court.
15.
I'm a
You
criminal.
won't, regardless.
Bro, you can get a lot of street cred if you go to Club Fed.
Oh man. Yeah, so the criminal thing is bullshit.
You should just
I want to
post a
talk about
picture of
why.
you doing push-ups and say like, "I'm ready if you're gonna send me to the." I'll teach you how to
Oh,
make
my
a knife out of
fucking
paper.
connection. How am I coming through? My thing says I'm red. I'm not sure. Can you hear me okay?
No, I can only hear every other word that you say, so get that fixed.
Yeah, just get a better mic, nerd.
Okay, so I want to talk about the legal angle of it because it's actually just pure horse shit. It's horse shit from horsecock.
That's an insult to horsecock.
It probably is an insult to horsecock. No one gives a shit. So I want to see an assistant attorney of the United States bring this case before a judge and not get laughed out of the room. The shit about like don't hack into an account that you don't have the password for, like that's like if I broke into someone's bank account and sent like $2,000 overseas or some bullshit like that. This is a stupid video game, and someone turned over their login information, and that information was used to do stuff in a video game.
You're a stupid video game.
I'm the biggest stupid video
Okay,
game.
but Thalmor, can I ask you, if you were to receive that information, do you not know that logging into somebody else's account and doing something is against the rules?
Yeah, I would imagine it'd be against the rules. Sure.
So while, I agree that, what's happening to Yang is brutal, I mean, it is against the rules. It sucks.
Yes,
But-
I am not. I'm not
I feel like it seems like he's being made an example of for some reason to discourage something which I'm not sure what is.
Yeah. Also, this is what I'm really mad about is that apparently Alex thinks I am worse than NPO. NPO got what 6 months bans, 12 months bans. Like they can still come back. And apparently Alex thinks I'm worse than that, which genuinely made me laugh.
Okay, but hang on a second there, bro. Because while NPO's ban from the administrator is a 6-month or 12-month ban, the ban from the game is a lifetime ban. Because I'll tell you right now, if NPO or Coons wants to come back, guess who's hopping right in and declaring on them? We are. And I know of like at least 7 other alliances that would jump right in on them because nobody wants to see that back. So let's not go there.
I would also say the other difference too is that you didn't buy enough credits. NPO
Alex actually just really liked the comic book NPO was making.
Bro, I'm a literal child. Why am I supposed to spend money on a video game? I have better things to do.
Because you gotta collect all our PlayStation 4s.
You sociopath.
Hey, if using the fact that I'm a child to lower or reduce my ban works, I'm gonna abuse the shit out of that.
I mean, I'm like,
Honestly, if you want to come back,
I find it more likely that Alex knows and just doesn't care at this point. Because if he goes back, he'll get laughed at. But he knows that he's being incredibly
doesn't care.
Unfairly severe. So yes, I don't think Alex is gonna care.
Panicked. I don't think Alex was aware of the full extent of what was happening. I think he panicked and just instant bans, permanent bans for everyone.
Absolutely, you're 100% correct there.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened to Famous? Because I haven't heard from him.
Oh, he's also gone.
Famous just went AWOL, like completely.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what's crazy about games like this. You can be talking to somebody and the next day they're just gone forever. You'll never talk to them again.
I wish that happened more often.
Like my Xbox Live buddy. I haven't logged in 4 years.
Who would you like that to happen to?
Did everyone go quiet?
I'm laughing so hard. Oh my god.
All right. So
Hey, Pre, when are we gonna add the new
wait,
vanity
who
titles
said
to
that?
alliances?
Who said that?
That was me.
Oh, that was Prefontaine. Oh, that was amazing. Oh my god, I'm crying.
James, I'm not gonna lie, that laugh sounds extremely forced. Are you being held hostage?
No, he's Jimmy Fallon.
You can believe whatever you want. Nobody makes me do anything in this.
all right. So free Yang. I guess that's all there is to say about it. Yang's gone. Hopefully he'll come back. I want Yang to come back. He needs to spend some time in prison. Just like how your drunk uncle punches his friend, and the friend has to go to the hospital for a couple weeks. Your uncle, you love your uncle, but he needs to spend some time in prison. So Yang can be banned, and hopefully he can come back. All right, so final call. Did anything else happen in the game that I need to talk about before I move on?
I got approved to add perks to the game.
Say again, Priest? Something about perks?
Yeah, I got approved to add them to the game. I'm working on it right now.
That sounds pretty good. Do you have like a rough outline of what it would be like that you can share?
Yeah. Are you familiar with Eve at all?
No, I am not.
So in Eve, to research things, you've got to spend a certain amount of time. So the perk system will be based off of time investment. You'll have to steadily put in certain periods of time to get bonuses. They're predominantly going to start off as military bonuses. Ability to buy a couple more units, do a little bit more damage, take a little less damage, small little specializations on different things, and yeah. So you can specialize your nation, and it'll be time based. So everyone will get a fresh start at the same starting point, but nations that come in after that obviously take a little longer. And there'll be a mechanic somewhere to invest resources that will speed up the process slightly. So it'll have another little sink for resources in there.
So when might
quick
we be able
question.
to expect this?
Luxury resources coming out. Another dev team members working on like a corporation system right now, and while that is going on, I'll be working on the perk system. So not the next big update, but the next big the one after that. The luxury resources is currently in final review before it goes out to the game discussion section for everyone to talk about and see what people think about that.
I have a question.
I asked first. What you said the perks are based on time. If you have a really old ass nation, like a 6-year-old nation, will you get a huge boost in getting those perks, like pretty much almost all completely unlocked, or is it going to start from the moment
No,
the perk?
it'll start from when they get launched. Everyone will start on the same basis. Depending on how players feel, maybe we'll add something where for every 2 years you've been in the game, you might be able to pick one of the starting perks off, kind of thing. So if you've been in 6 years, maybe you can start off with 3.
Dope.
So when might we expect the perks thing to go live?
Can I ask my question? Because it kind of pertains to that.
Yeah, go ahead. Ask. What do you want to ask?
Prefontaine, it sounds like your experiment or the game's next update plans to go live. Is that before or after the game-wide NAP ends?
I've actually stopped watching politics altogether, and I don't even really talk to any of my private channel buddies politically anymore. So I don't know when the NAP expires. I've kind of removed myself from politics altogether.
So there's no consideration to what's going on in the game relevant to when you release a major game update?
No, it'll be developed, but once it's finished, it might get delayed until the end of a major war or something of that nature. We try not to do military changes. So let's say you're in the middle of a war that's going to last 4 months or whatever. Hindsight, you look back and see how long it lasts. And we finish something on day 2 of the war. Well, We might be able to unroll some aspects of it that don't really impact anything militarily, like quality of life changes, or maybe a new fucking like we just released something that gave a discount to land, so maybe something like that would come out, but nothing that would change military scores or shit like that. That would wait until the end of the war. So even if it's finished, it would just get put on the back burner until it's done. It'd be finished on the test server though. So
Okay, that answers me. I'm good.
and the way that currently the pitch for, because there's a lot of back and forth on luxury resources on how to do them. So the current idea kind of takes what 3 different people were talking about and puts it together. So it'll be semi time based. Basically, everyone gets a free. You get assigned luxury resources at random, and then you get a free. You can switch a luxury resource. If your nation is less than a certain period of time old, you get quicker resets on that because you're a newer player, so you're experimenting with things. And if you're an older player, it takes a little longer. But you can use credits to reset the timers like anything else. So you can always steadily recoup a free switch. So it might take, a month or 2 to reset both of your luxury resources what you want. But from right now, like I tested a lot of stuff out on my nation just to determine like kind of the high end of things, because there were a few economic boosts that are percentage wise. There are a few economic boosts that are straight numbers wise. The straight numbers wise work a little better for younger players, and the percentage obviously work for older players. And even in a fucking stupidly large nation, the percentages don't really impact that much. Like you can stack things up to get like an extra, I don't know, 1.5 million straight cash per day. But when you're making like 50 million, and that's kind of at the threshold where you get that bonus, it really is not as impactful versus the guy that's a city like 4 nation that's getting an extra 600,000 a day. That impacts them more than the million or so at that level.
Are diamond-studded dragon dildos a luxury item?
Diamonds are. I'll see about adding dildos.
I'm partially right.
Water is in the game. Well, one of them.
So, any other changes coming to the game soon, Prefontaine, that you can tell us about, or is that about it?
Still trying to get the attention on a treasure trading mechanic. Some of the rebalances for the war system are being discussed. Nerfing the tank damage to planes, nerfing the spies, killing spy rates, and a little bit more plane damage. Not a whole lot. We don't want to get back to the planes king method, but they need to do a little bit more. Those are the main tweaks. Adding a new attack type for Navy. Once they're have a nation blockaded, that'll likely destroy more improvements versus infrastructure. Stuff like that seems to be primary for the main discussion on changes to war mechanics.
Those actually sound pretty nice. Uh, any talks about lowering the scores that city contributes?
I routinely ask for that, and routinely get shot down. So, can only do so much. Alex and I do differ on many things. That being one of them.
Gotcha. Well, thank you for this information. I like the sound of some of those changes.
Yeah, they've been like I got super fucking swamped in real life, and then the holidays happened, and super fucking swamped again immediately after the holidays, and things are settling down a little bit, so I'm able to put more time and kind of refocus some of the efforts, and the rest of the dev team kind of is starting to pick up the slack again too. Everyone's kind of getting back to the activity stuff.
Gotcha.
That's a good question, Delos. My question to you is, why are you such a fucking idiot?
Based. All right. So, I think that's kind of politics and war. Save any other topics for tomorrow night, because I'm doing the bonus episode tomorrow, and I don't want to go through. I think there's a few little things to cover, but I want to try to save that for tomorrow. Try to carve out a decent show. Okay, so I'm going to very cautiously cover real life news, and then we'll bring on Phoenyx and his
Oh,
friend
brother.
Historia. So I don't know, I've got a bigger audience than usual tonight. So uh, I made a how do I want to word this? I made the decision like 2 weeks ago that I'm going to stop covering politics because I think it's alienating to a lot of people who listen. But I will cover just basic news, and that's what I'm doing. So Biden took over. His inauguration was on Wednesday, and since then he canceled the Keystone Pipeline deal. And there's something kind of funny about that, which is that the union who representing the workers that was doing that told their people to vote for Biden. So the workers who voted for Biden ended up voting themselves out of a job, and I think that's kind of silly. Let's see. I think today he signed the mask mandate for 100 days. He signed a lot. He signed like 17 executive orders related to COVID stuff. Um, there were the troops around the Capitol that they used to secure the Capitol. They moved a bunch of those to like a parking garage, and that pissed a lot of people off because like the parking garage had like one bathroom for thousands of soldiers and like one power outlet.
Actually, it had to do with the carbon monoxide from cars, the exhaust.
Yeah, well, I'm sure breathing in all that carbon monoxide wasn't good for them either. So some of the states pulled back
Definitely
the
not.
National
I would
Guardsmen.
not advocate anybody try that. Be smart, kids.
Yeah, don't huff carbon monoxide, which is kind of hard too because it's hard to detect anyways. Because it doesn't like make a smell. So, kind of about it. Biden's in office. Some people, and even I was guilty of this myself. Some people were really upset over Biden taking office, but then I had someone a lot more sensible than me explain it to me. The Democrat control of Congress is very narrow. It's like 51-50 in the Senate, and in the House, they're only ahead by like 3. So Congress is actually pretty well split, and so we'll see how that all goes. You're welcome to welcome DC as a state. Uh, that might not actually happen, but we'll see.
Do you think they deserve to be a state?
Uh, I would hope that they wouldn't become a state because
What about Puerto Rico?
I don't want Puerto Rico to become a state either. They don't want to be a state.
That's not true. The last referendum they held was almost 50-50. It was like 53-47 against.
Yeah, I don't think that's very strong. It's both states vote overwhelmingly Democratic, and I think the problem with that is, well, as a Republican, I don't want Democrats to have this super hold on Congress. So, but that's enough. That's enough politics. I don't want to cover it too much. It gets spooky.
We need more
Thalmor,
DLC for the
I
US.
just want to say I have missed you, Thalmor.
I've missed you too, James. Thank you for coming back
Aw.
on.
You're so sweet.
I know.
Oh
Get
yeah,
a room, nerds.
oh yeah, James.
Fuck you, Shifty.
Yeah, you told me to come back, and I did. Look at that.
Yes, I did. That's great. Oh, I am a genius. I am magnificent. You're welcome, Thalmor.
Are you going now, James? See, I actually probably should. I'm about to have my guests on.
I ain't going anywhere. I'm still unmuted, so I will remain here because it's Friday.
No, that was Prefontaine that's leaving.
Yeah, Prefontaine bounced. I want to play a clip. I told you guys what I think about Biden presidency, which actually I haven't talked about it, and I won't. But
Today is Friday.
I will ask Alex Jones. You there? Hey, Alex, can you explain, like, what do you think of Biden taking over as president? Like, what do you think it means? Can you explain that for me?
mean, it's over. You understand? Your only shot you've got is realizing that we're screwed. Your candy ass church isn't going to do it. Your candy ass boss isn't going to do it. We're a trained group of monkeys in this country. We're not what Americans used to be. We're not rugged individualists. We don't stand up for the Bill of Rights and Constitution. We're a joke, okay? And so they got people like Brian Stelter up there saying shut down all of his competition on TV now. He thinks he owns you. Jeff Zucker thinks he owns you. These are bad people, okay? So I've done the best job I can. I'm not bitching at the crew or you or anybody. I'm just saying it's hard for me to get up here and do a normal show when we have a group of corporate criminals literally gang raping us. I mean, if we ever beat this thing, it'll be in the history of like these people were Hitler. I mean, this is unbelievable. It's not like, oh, we're getting there, it's bad, things are out of control. They've just begun. They're going to take your pension funds. They're going to bankrupt. They're going to cut the power off, the oil off. They're going to open the borders. It's over, man. It's over. It's all gone. It's all over. They're going to activate the Boogaloos, FBI, ADL, terror forces. They're going to start blowing everything up. Then they're going to come arrest all the patriots. The idiots will cheer it. Then they're going to shut your power off. They want you starving in the street. They want to rape your wife. They're Bolsheviks. They're Jacobins. It's all over, man. All over. Enjoy. All your games. In fact, America is rotting and deserves it. Now, the Satanists aren't good. They're not God. God just lets them have their way now. So all your games are over. All the TV watching, all the laziness, all the slack jawing's over. It's over. You're going to be just like a baby at 6 months being chopped up in its mother's womb. You're not a human. You're not essential. You're dead. They're going to kill you.
I am so sorry, Thalmor, but you know what? Shame on you. Shame on you.
You cut off Alex Jones. I can't believe that. Takes a lot of balls to cut off Alex Jones.
I cannot. Let me tell you something. I am not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent who predominantly votes Republican, and I am very ashamed that you just parroted Alex Jones there and gave him airtime and let everybody hear that absolute ridiculous bullshit from that chauvinist pig.
So I discovered that clip like yesterday, and it was I've never seen Alex go that hard. So I had to find a reason to use it. I think it's a recent clip too. I hope he's okay. I hope he calms down. I hope he's not that like black-pilled about things. That's rough when you let politics determine your happiness that much.
Hey, Arctic, I saw that. Fuck you.
Check the recent clip of him attacking Q. The QAnon stuff is crazy. There's someone close to me who was into the Q shit up until Wednesday, and now that they've realized it's all bullshit, they've kind of crashed hard about it. The people who are behind Q are evil. They're grifters. They're the ultimate grifters. Just whatever. Anyways, I think that's we're riding with Biden. We're all riding with Biden. Thalmoria, we officially endorse Biden. We're happy he's president. Good job, Mr. Biden. No malarkey. Let's go, Harris. Okay, that's enough. What else is there? Oh, I want to have Phoenyx and Historia on. Is Historia here now? Yeah, there. Arctic or Zig, can you unmute Xaria and Phoenyx for me? And we can get into this.
Yo, boy.
Is this Historia?
Yes.
Hey, how's it going, bud? Your mic is shit. It is really bad, but it works.
What the fuck is
Your
my mic?
mic.
Hold on. Bro, is my mic this bad?
No, it's rough, but that's okay. It works.
Okay.
You sound like Stephen Hawking's on 1995 Windows. Jesus
Okay.
Christ, that laugh sounded like a
That's
hair
fine.
you're taking off.
Well, it sounded like a gas leak. Are you okay, Historia?
No, that was so funny, bro. I have to laugh.
Okay,
That was
Historia,
hilarious.
why are... Okay. Oh my god. Historia, what are you moving around? What is your microphone? I hear all of this fabric scraping against each other. What's going on there?
Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Is it bad now? Is it
Yeah,
good?
it's quiet. Yeah, it's better.
Alright.
It's like he snuck in like
Hey, bro.
a prepaid phone into one of those Chinese iPhone factories.
Okay, Historia, what are you using as a microphone? How are you talking to us?
Bro, I'm using a fucking earbud.
Oh, that explains it. Yeah.
I'm using a fucking Bluetooth and I want to die, bro. This microphone is gonna. I hate this
Okay.
microphone, bro. I fucking hate this microphone so fucking much, bro. I'm gonna fucking cry, man. This microphone is so bad, man.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm from Syria, dude.
What? You talk to us later? You're leaving?
No way. Jake, I'm from Syria.
You're from
Jake,
Syria?
yeah. Jake asked me where I'm from, and I think yeah. Fuck, hold on. I need to change my fucking microphone. 1 second.
Yeah, yeah. Do anything else than what you're doing now. That's a good idea.
Give me a second.
I thought he said he was from Syria. I was gonna ask him like, which side do you fight for? Are you part of ISIS? Are you part of the Free Syrian Army? Do you fight for the Kurds? Are you on Assad's team? What's going on there? But it's for Serbia is more likely. Serbia is a lot more likely. Because the time difference is 6 hours, and Serbia, the 6 hour time difference makes sense. Syria, not so much. I think Syria is like 8 hours. He fights with the Lion of Syria. That makes sense, Arctic. So my question still stands. He could have. Okay. Unmute Phoenix. I'm unmute Phoenix. I'll talk to him as we wait for Historia to come back. Did Phoenix leave? No, he's right there. Hey Phoenix, how's it going? You're unmuted, bud. I cannot hear you.
Hello.
Dear goodness.
What the fuck is happening? What the bro?
Okay. Phoenix, your mic is really bad. It's a mess. That wasn't Phoenix. That was Historia. Okay. Oh, I thought that was Phoenix. I was here. I thought Phoenix was even worse. Okay.
Bro, is my microphone better?
No, it's worse. It's worse.
Oh my god, bro.
Phoenix, I'm sorry. I think we're gonna have to cancel the interview with you, but that's okay. Maybe find a way to get a better mic, and we can have you on again a couple weeks from now or something. All right? I'll try to get a Phoenix on. Phoenix can represent whatever you guys are trying to do. I cannot hear you either, Phoenix. settings. Your Discord settings and make sure Discord is trying to pick up on the right device. I'll probably end the show if nothing works out, James. Vero save the show. I'm on a Mac. Okay. Oh man. Phoenix, you have to bind the push to talk button if you're not on mobile. You'll have to bind it to a key.
Thalmor, I'm really sorry. I cannot find it again.
No, it's okay, Historia. I can have you on again like a couple weeks from now or something. That's fine. I understand. Technical issues happen. It's cool.
The question is it a couple of weeks in Earth weeks or in space weeks?
Probably Earth weeks.
What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference, Shifty?
It depends on the amount of solar cycles.
Weeks are
Hello.
7 rotations of your planet. Okay, Borg has confirmed he's an alien. Hello, Historia, was that you?
Yeah, I'm trying to fix my microphone. Because I got no idea.
Hey, Historia.
Does he want his money for appearing on the show?
A bold of you to assume people are paid for coming on.
Bro, I'm not having sex for fuck's sake, dude. Fade it. This microphone is so bad.
Nerd!
Okay, well, Phoenix, have you made any progress on this, on getting your own stuff straightened out? Nope. Okay, well, I'll tell you guys what. I'm low on ideas for tomorrow. I know Borg said he can voice chat some, but only some. So Historia, Phoenix, try to fix your microphone stuff tonight, and then tomorrow at 9 p.m. Which Historia, you probably can't make it, but at least Phoenix, we can try something there. I'm cold. I'm about ready to end out the show. So
Hey,
yeah,
Thalmor,
my phone battery. Yeah.
will I be unmuted again tomorrow?
No. No, tonight was enough.
James, I think we've heard enough of this fucking month now.
James, you came too close to exposing the Keck Quack conspiracy. I can't take that risk.
There is no conspiracy. It's obvious to any.
All right. So, you guys come out tomorrow to the Orbis Report. I'll do a ping before the show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, and we'll have a good time tomorrow night. Phoenix, try to fix your stuff. Historia, we'll reschedule with you. It's fine. Someone play out the theme, and let's have a good night.
Can I play out the theme? I'm okay with you.